Hello students, welcome to the video. In this video we will see the internal architecture of 80386. The architecture of 80386 is based on the architecture of 8086 and 286. In the diagram we can see various units are there which are executing in parallel and they are working on each instruction of the program. So we have various internal buses are there which will transmit data from one section to another. We have various units which will perform the execution part like free paging, then decoding, sequencing the instructions, performing some arithmetic or logical operation. Then while accessing data, it may be a segmentation or paging unit which will be used. Then sharing various external bus to transmit data from processor to memory or memory to processor. So various units are there which are working to execute the instruction. In the diagram we can see the prefetcher or the limit checker is there at the bottom, which is prefetching the instruction from the memory. Then that 16 byte code queue is there. That means we can prefetch 16 bytes and we can push it or we can store it in queue. So prefetched instruction data is stored in the prefetch queue. That is an instruction prefetch unit. Data will be transmitted, that is 16 byte code queue will transmit data to the instruction decoder. So instruction will be decoded. After decoding it, its values will be checked. So when we decode the instruction will be stored in the queue, and from that queue the instruction opcode will be transmitted to the control unit, and there it will check the decode code whether it is valid or not, and then if it is valid it will sequence the execution. So decode and sequencing unit is there, and below that control ROM. It is a control unit which will control the execution of all the opcodes. Then some barrel shifter adder is there which is used for the multiplication operation. Multiply and divide section is there, and register file is there. So to perform multiplication and divide the complex operations, we can have separate registers. Above that we have protection test unit which will check the privilege levels of instructions, user and the system. Based on the privilege levels, it will decide whether to provide the access to data and instruction, or we can stop the execution of instruction. So for that we have protection test unit. Then segmentation unit is there, and memory is divided in segments and may or may not be in the paging. So segment is a part of memory. Segment may be of size 4 GB at max, and that segment may be further divided in pages. Each page is of size 4 KB. So such number of pages are there in one segment, and such n number of segments will be there in memory, in physical memory. So whenever data is to be accessed, it will be accessed from the segment, and that segment starting address will be available in the registers. So segmentation unit, if paging is enabled, then paging unit will be active, and from that paging unit we will get physical address. An instruction contains logical address, it will be converted to linear address by the segmentation unit, and linear address may be a physical address, or we need to convert it to the physical address if paging is enabled. So paging unit will convert linear address to physical address if paging is enabled. To prioritize or to decide the priority of interrupts or signals or any action, we have the bus control request prioritizer which will decide the priority of each instruction who is requesting for the same bus or same data. We have address drivers, that address drivers will read data from the external memory. Then bus controller is there, pipeline or bus size controller, so it will decide how much data to be read and from where to read. For that we have address, and from that address it will read the data. We have multiplexer or transceiver, it will transmit data only. It may be received or transmitted based on the operation which is specified in the bus size control. So this is the general architecture. We have various bus, ALU bus, then which will transmit data from the receiver to the ALU unit, Then internal bus are there, internal control bus, which will transmit signals from the control unit to the bus controller. Then we have the control bus, which is communicating between bus control and the address driver. So such a number of buses are there which will be used internally to connect internal parts of 80386. So basically there are three parts: central processing unit, which contains execution unit and instruction unit. Second is memory management unit, it includes segmentation unit and paging unit. And third one is bus interface unit, BIU. These are the three basic sections in 80386. Let's see one by one. Central processing unit, it is an unit which is further divided in execution unit and instruction unit. Execution unit has 8 general purpose registers which will be used during execution, and they are used for storing or transmitting data from one location to another. There are 8 special purpose registers which are either used for handling data or calculating offset addresses. The instruction unit decodes the opcode bytes received from the 16-byte instruction code queue and arranges them in 3 instruction decoded instruction queue. So the use of instruction unit is to decode the received instruction, then it will be decoded in 3 instruction decode format and store it in the next queue. After decoding the instruction, it is passed to the control section for deriving the necessary control signal. So based on the opcode, it may be read opcode, write opcode, or perform some operation. Based on that, the signals will be generated. The barrel shifter increases the speed of all shift and rotate operations. So to perform shift and rotate, we are using barrel shifter. To perform multiply and logic, it is implemented by using bit shift rotate algorithm to complete the operation with minimum time. So it will take less time to perform that multiplication and divide. We cannot directly perform multiply or divide operation. We need some algorithms. Add and subtract can be directly performed as it is a basic operation. Even 32-bit multiplications can be executed within 1 microsecond by the multiply and divide logic unit. So for that we have bit shift rotate algorithm. Second unit is memory management unit. It is related with memory. So how memory is accessed, what are the divisions of memory, how to decide whether memory is in segments or whether it is in paging. For that we have memory management unit. It consists of 2 subparts: segmentation unit and paging unit. Segmentation unit allows use of 2 address components. There are 2 components. First one is segment, the starting address of segment, and second is offset, displacement from the starting address of segment. So it will be relocating from the starting address. By using these 2 addresses, we can share the code and data with multiple programs or multiple tasks. Segmentation unit allows segments of size 4 GB at max, because we can address at max 4 GB from the current location. The paging unit organizes physical memory in terms of pages, which is of size 4 KB. So each page is having max size 4 KB. Paging unit works under the control of segmentation unit, that is, each segment is further divided in pages. So pages are not separate parts, they are parts of segments, and segment is a division of memory. So 4 GB segment is divided in pages of 4 KB size. The virtual memory is also organized in terms of segment and pages by the memory management unit, and in virtual memory we can point 64 terabytes of memory. Segmentation unit provides 4-level protection mechanism to protect and isolate the system code and data from the application code, or to protect application program from some another application code. Paging unit converts linear address into physical address. The segmentation unit converts logical address into linear, and that linear address is converted to physical address by the paging unit. Control and attribute PLA checks the privileges at the page level. Each of the pages maintains the paging information of the task. So by checking the privilege value, the access will be provided for the page value. If page is not in the accessible limits, then there will be an interrupt or exception, because the privilege level is not sufficient to access that page. The limit and attribute PLA checks segment limits and attributes at segment level to avoid invalid access to code and data in the memory segments. So while accessing segment, the starting address and the limit of segment will be checked. The limit, if it is below 4 GB, then only it is valid. If it is above 4 GB from the starting address, then it is an invalid code or invalid address. So to avoid that, the limit checking of the segment and the attributes are checked at segment level. The third unit is bus interface unit. In bus, control unit has a prioritizer to resolve priority of the various bus requests. So when we are performing multiple tasks in multitasking, multiple tasks may request for the same data or same bus at the same time. So to decide the priority for access of the bus, we are using prioritizer. So this will decide which process will access the bus firstly, which will access secondly, and then so on. So that is the sequencing, or prioritizer has to decide that sequence. This controls the access of the bus. The address driver drives the bus enable and address signal A0 to A31. So total 32 bits are there, or 32 address lines are there, which can be used to point to any address or to point to the memory location. The pipeline and dynamic bus sizing unit handles the related control signal. So whether to perform in pipeline or whether to provide the access for the bus, the dynamic bus sizing of what size bus to be used, whether it is 16-bit, 8-bit or 32-bit. For that we have the dynamic bus sizing unit. The data buffers interface the internal data bus with the system bus. So in between the system bus and data bus, the data buffers are there. Buffers are the memory slots which will store data for temporary time. Now I to store the data in buffer if data bus, internal data bus is faster than system bus, or if system bus is faster than internal data bus. The speed is not same for either for the buses, both are not operating at same time. So to match with the receiver's speed, we are using data buffer. So that is the use of data buffer. So these are the three different units in architecture of 80386: bus interface unit, memory management unit which contains segmentation and paging unit, and the basic or main part is central processing unit, which will perform all operations, which is the unit which will decode instructions, check the value of code and execute the instruction based on the opcode. So these are the three basic units of any processor, not only 386 but for any processor which is used in the machines.